and welcome to another episode of Inside Recreation, where we talk about all the great things happening right here at Montgomery County Recreation. I'm your host, Carmen Berrios Martinez, and I'm excited for this great conversation today about Montgomery County Recreation's partnership with Strathmore for the Bloom concerts at the Good Hope Recreation Center. And so with us today, we've got Melissa Easterling. She's a recreation specialist at Good Hope. Hey, Melissa.
Hey, girl.
How are ya?
Hi, Carmen. How are you?
Yeah. And we've got Kane Shimabukuro with us. He's the Education and Community Program Manager at Strathmore.
Yeah.
Hi, Kane.
Hi, how's it going?
Thanks for joining us today.
Of course. Happy to be here.
All right. So this is an awesome program. It is so unique. It's one of those things that like Montgomery County is known for doing really kind of unique, exciting programs. And this one is awesome. So let's talk a little bit, Kane. First, for those who don't know, tell me a little bit about the Strathmore's Bloom Arts Access Initiative. What is it?
So the Bloom Access Initiative is a really broad scoping entity that we have at Strathmore, where the goal is to bring arts access to as many communities, as many people as possible, whether that be at their rec centers, whether it be at their schools, anywhere in community, anywhere where people are already gathering, we'd like to show up and provide access to the arts.
I love that. And, you know, Montgomery County really does a great job of supporting the arts, but you're right, there are a lot of people who just don't access it for a number of reasons, right? Financial, or we just don't know, right, that it's something out there. So in comes recreation, right? So Melissa, tell me, how did this come about? Like, how did Good Hope become the place for Bloom at, Strathmore?
So it happened before the building was rebuilt. I believe that it was a conversation between Gabe and Strathmore, our director, who's returned home.
Yes.
And the building was rebuilt and reopened in 2018. Our building is one of the first arts integrated community centers in Montgomery County. When the building was rebuilt, we now have stadium seating. Our gymnasium is made with music in mind. So our walls are different in our social hall. Our walls are different, made for music. So that's where it started.
It's really cool, right? You walk in and sometimes you just see a gymnasium, right? But then when you go to a concert, you're like, holy moly, this space was completely built with the arts in mind. So as you mentioned, your seating looks different than another recreation center. Your soundproofing, right, for the acoustics and all of that is different too.
Yes.
It's pretty cool, Melissa. So tell me a little bit about what goes into organizing and coordinating these events.
Yeah, I can start with that. So it really starts with us at Strathmore being the people who bring the artists to Melissa. So we sit down, we have a long roster of our artists in residence. So we have a program at Strathmore, the Artist in Residence program, where we've been doing this for, I think we're going into our 26th year. Don't hold me to that. But so we have lots of artists to choose from, and we always go through it at the end of every year, pick through who we think would be a good fit for Good Hope Rec Center, send it over to Melissa. We collaborate on it, say, okay, yes, maybe this, or maybe let's move this one to this month, depending on what's going on for the month. And yeah, it's been a really fun process to do together.
Absolutely.
So when do the concerts take place?
Every second Saturday of the month. We do not have concerts in January or February, but every second Saturday of each month there's
So between
a concert.
March and December, every
Yes.
second Saturday.
Yes, and I'll even add, we go outside in June, July, August, and September. Well, I'm sure we'll get to August in a second.
Yeah, and Melissa, so when you started doing these concerts, right, how did the community react? Because this is not a community that's kind of close in proximity, if we will, to a lot of the arts that we have in the county.
Absolutely. So it was difficult at first for the community to open up to accepting different genres of music that they were not, they didn't know about. So opening the doors to something different was hard. But now we don't have any more seating during the indoor concerts.
Full house.
It's full house every time. The walls of communication in the community has come down. They have come around. It is now a meeting for friends to come. I know that there's a family that meets up every second Saturday to come to a concert and then go to dinner after. There's a few families that come out to the outdoor concerts. They bring the babies, they spread the blankets, their dogs are there. And it's amazing to see them and for them to know other people now and to come together. It's really heartwarming.
That's awesome. I love that through this, we are able to expose individuals, not only to the arts in general, but maybe to different types of arts that we would not typically seek out.
Absolutely.
Right. And so I think of like my young son, right, who would probably I would have to drag him in there in the beginning, right? But then once he kind of sees and gets exposed to it on a regular basis, it doesn't just become something that he does, but it kind of becomes a part of who they are. And I love that they're integrating it into family reunions and they're bringing the multi-generations out, right? That's amazing.
We had a set of brothers, 3 brothers that only wanted to come for the popcorn.
Oh.
I said, you can't have popcorn until you finish the show. They did that twice. And now they come and they don't even want the
It's not
popcorn
about
first.
the popcorn anymore.
They come and they listen to the music. They'll bother Kane all the time.
Not just me.
But it's become a really big deal.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing, right? It's gone beyond the pull, right? The popcorn to something that's really impacting people's lives.
Absolutely.
I absolutely love that. Melissa, tell me a little bit about some of the previous highlights in terms of previous performers or just other things that kind of stick out.
So there's a
There's a
group-
good story there because you're
Absolutely.
already laughing.
I'm even
Because
thinking
Kane
like
knows.
we've got lots of stories.
We
We've
have
been together
so
for
many.
this is our 3rd season together.
Third
so.
season. And there's so many. One of my favorites is Elijah and the Jogo Band. He mixes go-go and jazz together. And he's been at Good Hope in so many different capacities because he plays for other bands. And he has his own band. And he does different shows for us. So when he comes, the community already knows that it's him.
Yeah.
And they're like, is he going to be there? And I'm like, Elijah's coming, guys. There's another group called Beheld. I always audition for them, but they don't pick me. So
Next time.
next time. Yeah, I always try
keep
again.
practicing,
I
yes.
always try
There's a
again.
live audition after every
A live
show.
audition after every show. And Kane's like, here we go, Melissa.
She can sing. If you don't know, she can sing.
Oh, she can.
Did she? Did you say that out loud?
It's
on the
okay.
record
Own it, girl. Own it.
Kane, who's your favorite?
I have so many favorites because like I work with these artists in different capacities outside of just booking them for Good Hope. But what was really great, even this last weekend, we just had a show. We had Josanne Francis, who's our Artistic Advancement Fellow for this year. And she's working on an album, but her instrument is the steel pan. And her show was so great this weekend. She had people up out of their seats dancing and singing along, where people are asking me, like, does she perform anywhere else? Is there an album coming out? I was like, yes, there's an album coming out. Don't worry. I'll get all that information ready for you. But just seeing the response to it, because the steel pan isn't something you just see every day. And people are wanting to learn about it more. And so that kind of inspiration is really great to see coming back from that community.
Yeah,
And Josanne's
absolutely.
also coming back because we want a steel pan drum class.
Yes.
Yes.
And so I love that we're taking some of these performers, right, and then able to integrate them into the programming that we do at Recreation, right? So often when people think of recreation, we think of sports, right?
Sure.
Leagues and karate, but we don't think about the arts, but we do arts as well, whether it's painting, ceramics, cooking,
Absolutely.
right? All the culinary arts, but then also instruments and
Yes,
music, right?
yes.
And
Yeah.
dance. And so there really is something for everyone in recreation. I absolutely love that.
We like to say the arts are for everyone.
They are absolutely for everyone, as is recreation, for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, Melissa, you've been there since the beginning when Good Hope was it wasn't just remodeled, right? I think
Yeah.
it was rebuilt,
Rebuilt,
in
yes.
2018, and this program started. Tell me how you feel right now when you see all of those seats full and everyone clapping and enjoying themselves, and just the right kind of that personal connection that you have to this program and to the community.
It's personal to me because music is a language. It's something that I love. It's a passion of mine. art is a language for me as well. And it brings me joy to see the people consistently come out, the smiles on their face, the thank you guys for inviting us, the we never knew this place was here.
Yeah.
And I always say, welcome home. It becomes a
that.
second safe haven
Yeah.
for a lot of people. And when they miss it and they come back the following Saturday, like, wait, I missed it. I'm like, there's more to come. So we don't have to say, oh, man. And we have a list of artists. We have flyers that Strathmore do have of a list that comes out so they can see everything that's coming.
And Kane, Strathmore continues to partner with Recreation on this concert series. So tell me a little bit about Strathmore's connection and the importance of why we do this.
It's really about, I think I mentioned this earlier, but meeting people where they are, right?
Mhm.
Where you had mentioned Strathmore is not isolated, but located in a certain part of the county that is not super accessible, especially right now with the metro being closed down. But so we like to be able to go out and meet people where they are, where they already are meeting, like Good Hope.
Mhm.
And we build those relationships over time where I get to see the same people every week, every few weeks.
Mhm.
And it's just a pleasure to see that it's being so well received.
Mhm.
And yeah, we're always looking to expand as much as we can to do other things. Like even right now, we're sponsoring a teaching artist at the rec centers doing summer camp. So there are lots of different ways that we're working with rec to make the arts accessible.
I love that. All right. So we talked about the second Saturday of every month. I don't think we talked about the most important thing about this. How much does it cost to go to one of these concerts?
Oh, these are completely free and open to the
Love it.
public.
It costs so much free.
Recreation loves
Yes.
doing free.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's a huge talking point for the Bloom initiative is that all of the programs that we do are free.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just another barrier that you're trying to take down, right? To encourage people to interact with the arts, right? So
Exactly.
you're going to bring it to them. You're going to make it free. Melissa, you're going to make it a wonderful experience,
Yes.
right? And so
Hostess
hopefully,
with the mostest.
Sometimes. Only on
hopefully
Saturdays.
we've removed as many of those barriers as possible. Okay,
Absolutely.
so the next big one is coming up in August. Tell me about the August show.
August 8th will be our third annual Big Bloom Festival. I love events. Absolutely. So I came to Kane and said, we're going to make it big. He said, what are we making big? I said, Bloom, it's going to be big. One of the concerts that we had outside, like I told you, the families came out, the blankets were out. I said, we have to make this bigger than just a concert. So their Big Bloom was. We have 2 artists that's coming out each concert. Each artist is an hour. We have food trucks there. We have arts and crafts for the kids that are coming. It's popcorn, all the snacks that you need. Yeah, the popcorn's a big thing. I need to go back to
I
my
understand.
supervisor.
I understand.
Shout out to the staff. It's a big family thing. We partner with a lot of the community members that will bring their chairs for other people to sit in. The churches across the street, up the street, and around the corner have offered their help to set up or clean up or just be there. So it's really become a big community thing. They even, one church even has Big Bloom shirts that they made
What?
for their
Love
church
that.
I haven't even
members.
seen these shirts.
I know, and I didn't even get one.
Yeah.
So it's become a really, really big thing in
Okay,
the
great.
community.
So Saturday, August 8th from 5 to 8,
Yes.
completely free.
Completely.
2 performances.
Yep. So our
Who's
performers,
performing?
we have Crush Funk, who
Crush
is
Funk.
a band. They are a band that they've been on last week tonight with John Oliver. They've traveled all over, but really drawing inspiration from New Orleans jazz and things like that. So lots of horns and things.
Mhm.
And then we have Kanisha, who's a artist and resident of class 2025. She just, actually no, 26, excuse me. She just finished her term with us and she's ready to bring the house down with her amazing vocals, honestly. So when we choose these artists, it's really all about music that gets people up and moving
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
just having fun.
That's great.
Always having fun.
Always having
We always
fun.
have fun.
Yes.
Absolutely. Some of the logistics, where do we park?
So we do have parking. There's a Good Hope United Methodist Church
Mhm.
that's allowed us to use both of their parking lots.
Wonderful.
So it's on the right side of Good Hope Road.
Got it.
Um,
And parking is free as well.
Parking is free.
So no excuses not to come out, folks.
None.
It's completely free.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you need to register in advance, or is it just show up?
Just show up.
We encourage people to register, but you can just
So
show
you
up.
can register in advance.
Yes,
through
on the
Active Montgomery
Strathmore website.
on the
Yes.
Strathmore website.
Mhm.
Okay, so Strathmore.org.
Strathmore.org.
Okay,
Mhm.
great. Melissa,
Yes.
I mean, I know Good Hope loves its relationship
Yes.
with Strathmore,
Absolutely.
but you are so much more.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about the Good Hope Recreation Center.
So, of course, I always say this with pride. Good Hope is the first arts integrated community center. So we want to bring arts to the community, a language that people don't know they speak until it's introduced to them. So we do have Teen Night Out, which is a safe space for teens on Friday nights, 6 p.m. until 11 p.m. We provide safe space. We also have art classes then. We have Youth Urban Arts Expression, introducing art, different forms of art to the teens in 6 different sessions. We will be having Night of the Arts for high schoolers, where they will have an art exhibit of the art that they created. It's still in the works. Don't tell my supervisor. But those are things that we have done, and we can only go up from there.
I love it. And in
Yes.
addition to all of that, you are kind of a typical recreation center as well. So you
Yes.
have a fitness room,
Yes,
drop-in
yes.
activities, which are all free to county residents
Yes.
with a RecFit membership. They just need to show up, show proof of residency, and then they get free access, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And all sorts of activities and programs that happen year round, including the only spray ground that Montgomery County Recreation operates.
Let me tell
So,
you.
guys, there's a lot
No
to
clue
do
that was the only
at
one.
Good
Yes.
Hope.
Yes,
And
a
it was
lot.
recently renovated, right?
Yes.
So it
And it is
look-
beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's absolutely beautiful. So, guys, to find out more about the Good Hope Recreation Center, check out MoCoRec.com. As always, financial assistance is available to those who need it.
Yes, ma'am.
And I highly encourage you, having seen some of these performances, head out to the Big Bloom Festival on August 8th from 5 to 8. Again, it's absolutely free, and it is an absolutely wonderful evening and wonderful experience for the whole family.
For the whole family.
Melissa, Kane, thank you guys so much for being here today to tell us about Bloom.
Thanks,
It's a
Carmen.
great
Thanks for having
program.
us.
And thank you for joining us. We'll see you here next time for the next edition of Inside Recreation. Bye.
Bye.
This podcast is brought to you by County Cable Montgomery, your source for news and information from the Montgomery County government. Connect with us via cable, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube by searching for County Cable MoCo.